One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, it's Davidson. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Caught on the left side by Wesco. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Back's got it on the screen. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on fourth down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The give is to Williams. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They want to run it left here. To the 10. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He uncorks one deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Push is ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Complete out of the backfield. There he goes. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Looking for a man, it's Reynolds. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed on the right side, that's Wesco. And he's knocked down, they'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press, they want to be physical here. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Hits inside, it's Davidson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last fourth down.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. To throw, it's Reynolds. Extending the play. And he's going to go down at the 1.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Tries to do it himself. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Trying to punch it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Clemson. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give is to Williams. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's Carr to throw. Here comes the heat. Turns it upfield. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Here's the give off the left side. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it down the field. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
From the red zone, it's Mobley. Stopped right there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11.
Ready. Red 54. Go.
Keep it on the ground. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr throws to the back, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Just drives it between the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he makes the extra point. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Mobley. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Carr. Moving out to the right. He'll try to do it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Flip it out to the back on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Really, really smart job by your QB. Knowing exactly what's going on, knowing the situation. It's 3rd down, man. Survey the field, but don't force it. Don't make a mistake. Let your guy do the work. Great job dropping it off to the running back. He does the rest. Move the sticks and get a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
2nd and long here. The run inside. It's Mobley. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Carr. Out wide left, it's Mobley. He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Sets his feet. It's Reynolds. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Throws for the tight end. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's start with TCU taking on the Oregon State Beavers.
Bringing it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Hard running there. Pass to Sticks. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the Sticks for the first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
22, go!
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's changing the play. Here's Carr to throw. Lets it fly. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
28-29 bounce. 28-29 bounce. Booster. Return. Ready, go.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
You know, a lot of times you're trying to throw slants against man coverage. If you're going to do it against zone, it's got to be so precise, and that time just a little bit off, and that's why it falls incomplete.
Send the tight end in motion. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44.
Ready, ready. 1, 2, 3. Shift.
Or maybe a double pass. Already find a hole in that secondary. Touchdown, Irish! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Deep in the end zone, it's Burrows. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Going long. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Back to pass, it's Reynolds. Under pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Going to take a shot. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Right side, it's Williams. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Coleman Williams. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Carr. Intercepted deep in his own end. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the gun, it's Davidson. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Oh, pressure's coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Making his first move. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. The give is to Williams. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. And
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Carr from the gun on third down. Got the quick pass. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The give is to Williams. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Might as well run him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll run it. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Play fake. Carr. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Throwing. Carr. Back's got it on the screen. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come up field and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep...
He's got it! Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Burrows. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Looking to pass. It's Denson. Going for it all. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Snaps it in the shotgun. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play action, C.J. Carr. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Looking down the middle. Out wide right, it's Moore. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Long way to go on 2nd down. The fake wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
A lot of room to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Looking to throw. Rushes on. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Just feeds the running back. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive.
Here we go. Ready. All right, hey, move. All right, there you go.
Here's Carr to throw. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give to the left side. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.